Welcome into KSU Nation, the best K-State and Big 12 podcast out there. I'm Stevie B.
And I am Kenny G.
And in today's episode, we are breaking down Big 12 Week 6, giving our score predictions starting on Friday, Kenny. Out in Provo, 9:30 p.m. kickoff. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh, dude. I'm praying for these West Virginia kids. West Virginia at BYU. It's like 11:30 p.m. for them, honestly. Like
their body clock is 11:30 p.m. and they're driving all the way across.
My gosh, dude.
On a Friday, it's a short week.
Oh my gosh. BYU favored by almost 3 touchdowns, 18.5, 40 over under 47.5. I'm gonna go first here. I think BYU dominates this game. I think West Virginia stinks. I think BYU's defense is pretty good. I think they're kind of mad about how they performed last week at Colorado. Give me BYU. Let's go 45, West Virginia. We'll give you 6. 2 field goals.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They're probably saving their whiteout against the Holy War, right? They're probably saving their whiteout.
Probably. That I do not know.
I think they're probably going to save their whiteout for that. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do whiteout on a Friday.
Probably not.
Look, I agree with everything you said. BYU. I got a lot of heat, Steve, on my last my power rankings. I mean, I got a lot of heat for saying that BYU eked out a win against Colorado.
They did that. They did that.
They did eke out a win. Yes, they dominated in some other games against some weaker opponents. But you know, all that matters is that you guys are winning. You guys are 4-0.
Yep.
And that's what counts. You're 1-0 in Big 12, and I had you top 3, top 4, maybe top 3. So yeah. Anyway, BYU's defense is elite. I don't think West Virginia is going to get a single touchdown. I'm calling it right now. I think BYU's offense still has a lot left to be desired. However, it is slowly improving. When you've got guys like Chase Roberts, and then obviously their running back Martin, I can't remember his first name.
LJ Martin.
LJ Martin.
You just need to add a J in there.
Add a J. It's not on there on the page here, but yes, their running back's very, very talented. And he's basically doing a lot for that offense. But you know, Baron Bachmeier, like he's solid. For right now, he hasn't made any major mistakes. And if you're BYU, you're happy for that. Did you already gave your score prediction, right?
45-6.
45-6. I actually like that score a lot.
BYU's tight end is like number 2 in the country in terms of PFF grade.
Yeah, I think
and Parker Kingston is still on the team, who had the insane punt return touchdown against K-State, which will haunt us forever.
Give me oh man, I don't know. Give me 41-3.
Love it. Moving on to Saturday action, we have Iowa State somehow, some way is an underdog, Kenny, at Cincinnati. I don't know what to make of this. Cincinnati favored by 1.5, over under 55.5 because they beat KU, who's not been amazing for a couple of years. I mean, they had one good season. Kenny, help me make any sense of this. Who are you picking?
This is like the most confusing thing ever. And this is what Las Vegas was doing a lot, because Cincinnati had a really good season, 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
That was such a long time ago. They're not the same team. They don't even have the same coaching staff. None of it is the same. It is beyond me. Yes, did they have a very impressive week last week against KU? Yes. Are they playing at home? Yes. But it's Iowa State, for crying out loud. This team has been battle tested for the last month and a half. And honestly, you're going to sit there and tell me that the number 14 team in the country is not favored in this game? If I'm a betting man, I am betting Iowa State all day long here. They just have everything going for them. And Cincinnati, they were in a shootout game against KU. You're telling me Iowa State's defense can't shore up Cincinnati? Now, I did hear some things. Or was it Iowa State? I heard something about Their either it was Iowa State or it was KU. I can't remember, but I think it was Iowa State. Shoot. Was it their corner? One of their corners is out for the rest of the year.
I think it's a safety.
The safety.
I
Okay.
think it's a safety.
It's one player, guys.
Yeah, it came out. That came out today. Before you give your pick, I do want to say Iowa State has only played away from home twice. Once in Ireland, which was a neutral site game, and then at Arkansas State, and they did not look good. They have not looked good away from home, Kenny. They have not looked good. What are you picking?
That's fair. I gotta go Iowa State here, dude. They are, in my opinion, head and shoulders above Cincinnati. I don't think Cincinnati's going to be bringing a massive crowd to their stadium either. It's gonna be a nice day though. 74 degrees, sunny, shiny. I mean, that's a perfect day for football. Give me Iowa State. Give me Iowa State with 35, Cincinnati 14.
Wow, you think it's gonna be a butt kicking? I have a little bit more faith in Cincinnati. They're a little bit better than I thought they'd be. I still don't think they're amazing. We'll go 31 for Iowa State. I think Cincinnati's going to put up a fight. We'll give them 24. Moving on to the game of the week in the Big 12. No, it's not the game of the week. I mean, for us it is. K-State at Baylor, 11 a.m. Baylor favored by about a touchdown, over under 61.5. We talked about it in our main podcast. I think K-State needs to control the line of scrimmage. I think K-State needs to get a couple turnovers. I think Baylor's offense is elite. I don't trust their defense. I think it'll be a fun game. If K-State can run the football, stop the run, win a turnover battle, and don't make hardly any penalties, I think K-State can win this game. I got K-State winning 38-31. Give me 400 yards of offense by Avery Johnson in this game, baby. And let's give VJ Payne what did I say? 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, and a sack. National Defensive Player of the Week. Safety VJ Payne, who has not played like that all season long. But that's my pick. Kenny, what'd you say again? What's your pick for this game?
I predicted K-State to lose this game. I want to see a little bit more from them this season before I can just go guns a-blazing and picking them to win these games that are away. So I got K-State losing 28-31. I think they're going to play this team tough. I think Baylor again is going to be looking ahead to the bye week, so their offense isn't going to be firing away like it has been. They've been playing nonstop for 6 weeks straight after this weekend, and so they're going to be on a bye week after that. And I think they're looking ahead to that. Plus, coming right out of that bye week, they got TCU, which is a really big rivalry between those two Christian schools. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say K-State, like I said, 28-31 Baylor wins. And I have K-State's, I have Avery Johnson rushing for 100 yards and VJ Payne with an interception.
Not all the extra interceptions, the fumble recoveries, or sacks. No, I agree with what you said. I do think they're going to overlook K-State. I think their fans are going to overlook K-State. I don't think they're going to have a full sold out stadium. They didn't even have that for Arizona State at nighttime. So I don't expect that for Saturday, 11 a.m. against a 2-3 K-State team. And I think that might be a difference in the game. I really do. Moving on. 2 p.m. Oklahoma State at Arizona. OSU. We have them on the bottom of the barrel in the Big 12. If we could rank them 17, we would, but we can't. They keep firing coaches every single day. They fired another coach today. They fired a couple the other day. Arizona favored by 3 touchdowns. I don't know about that. Kenny, let's have you go first.
Got to bet against the spread again. I mean, Oklahoma played really close against Baylor. I mean, we were just talking about that in our other episode. You know, Baylor should have blown that game out. Like, I mean, just won by 4 or 5 touchdowns. They don't have a head coach. They got all these different problems going on. They lost their starting quarterback at the very beginning of the season. I mean, this team is in shambles right now. And Arizona looking better than they have been. They look good against K-State. Granted, K-State wasn't the best team ever, but they got absolutely destroyed. Got the, as Pete Mundo would say, got the doors blown off of them by Iowa State when they played them in Ames. So, Arizona coming back home with a little bit of, some bumps and bruises there from that game. But I think Oklahoma State, I don't know if they're going to get 20 points thrown on them, but I do think Oklahoma State's going to probably lose this game. I think it's safe to say that Oklahoma State is probably going to be throwing away the season for the rest of the year, all the games for the rest of the season, I mean. But give me Arizona with 35 and give me Oklahoma State with 21.
Copy and paste every single thing you said. I don't think Arizona is very good. I think Oklahoma State is worse. But I really think that's more of like a coaching issue. Honestly, I think they have enough talent. They've competed in some games, not all. The Oregon game is an outlier, but they're like the number 1 or number 2 team in the country. So yeah, I agree. Same score, everything, 35-21.
All right.
This is the game in the Big 12 this weekend, Kenny. The game of the week. Texas Tech at Houston.
This is a cool game. I like this game. If it was Houston at Texas Tech, it would be a no-brainer for me. It still is somewhat of a no-brainer. I think Texas Tech has far and away more better talent than Houston, but I think Houston can make this a game. With it being at home, I think Houston is going to draw a huge crowd for this. It's an in-state rivalry team. Houston is undefeated. When's the last time you heard that in 4 games? You know what I mean? Like, when's the last time Houston ever heard that they're undefeated after 4 weeks of football? You know what I mean? Going against another 4-0 team, stakes are high. Houston's defense is great. Their offense is, it's okay. And Texas Tech just looks like everything you'd ever hope for. They look like the class of the conference. So, going to be a hot game. 87 degrees outside down in Houston, Texas. Houston's a 10-point dog. That's pretty good, actually. I think that's given a lot of respect to them. I think Texas Tech might win by 2 touchdowns on, if I'm being honest here. I just think Texas Tech is that good, Steve. I don't know. Give me Texas Tech with 38, and I'll give Houston 24.
I agree with everything you said. I think it's gonna be sold out as well. I do think there's gonna be a lot of Texas Tech fans there. I'm excited. This game's at nighttime because hopefully K-State wins. We go to our volleyball games. We win those as well. Then get to come home and watch this game. Yeah, I mean, Houston's 4-0 for the first time in forever. I mean, that's something Chris Kleiman has never done at K-State.
Did you just hear it?
What's that?
The first time in forever.
Yeah. So, I think this will be a fun game. I really like the running back there, Connors, for Houston. I think he's a tough, you know what, kind of reminds me of a little Tim Riggins for Friday Night Lights. I like Wiegman for Houston as well. I just think Texas Tech is better. I just do. I think it'll be a close game throughout. I do also have them winning by 2 touchdowns. We'll go 35-21 for that score as well.
Okay.
Texas Tech to win.
So I have them with a field goal more each.
Yep. Price is right, baby. Moving on. Second to last game in the Big 12. Interesting game, somewhat. TCU coming off their first loss of the season at Arizona State. I mean, they really kind of threw that game.
Tough loss. Tough loss.
The last 2 minutes were insane. Absolutely insane. Hosting Colorado, who really doesn't have an identity right now. Hoover is amazing. They got TCU favored by 14. I don't know about that. I don't know about their defense like that.
Playing at home though.
They are playing. I mean, their crowd is nothing special, man. Like 40,000 people.
Look, you watch TCU play the first 2 quarters against Arizona State, and they put up 14-0 against them. And I think Arizona State
17.
I think
actually
17-0. I think Arizona State is got one of the best defenses in the Big 12. And you're talking about Colorado. I don't think their defense is anything close to Arizona State. And you're going into TCU's backyard and you're going to try to, say that they're not going to put up some points, man. I I got to tell you right now, I think TCU is going to make this game huge for them. I think they're probably going to shoot out the gate and score like 24 points in the first half. Like, I mean, I could totally see that coming up with like 24-0. I think at the end of the game, I think Colorado's probably going to score a touchdown. I think TCU is probably going to have 35.
You have 35-7 as the final score.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of talked me into it. I do think for the first time this season, Colorado is really going to get blown out because they've played a bunch of close games. I mean, they could have beaten BYU. They could have beaten Georgia Tech. They really have not looked amazing though. And I think TCU is pissed off. You know, I was going to go 34-24, but you talked me into it. Let's go 34-14. TCU wins that game.
Okay. All right.
Final game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas heading south to Orlando. UCF is an underdog at home by 4.5 points. Jalen Daniels last week passed for 445 yards, but they lost. Their defense is not good. How do you see this game unfolding, Kenny?
Man, wouldn't it be great if this was a rainy game?
That would be fun.
Because when it rains down in Central Florida,
I mean, it's like cats and dogs.
You have no idea who's going to win the game because it could be anybody's game. And honestly, it's almost like UCF prefers that kind of climate because they literally play in it all the time. Look, KU, very disappointing loss against Cincinnati at home. What are you guys doing, man? I had a lot of faith in this KU team, and that's saying something from coming from a K-State fan. I thought you guys were going to be way better than what you've shown. So it's embarrassing. And now you got to go to UCF and not turn that one loss. That was a very close loss, not turn that loss into another week's loss, which I'm picking KU to lose here, man. I think that one loss is going to end up turning into another loss. I think UCF, they played K-State really tough. I think K-State just had the juice last week, and I think UCF is going to come in that bounce. I think the bounce house is going to be bouncing. Give me UCF 24, KU 18, 17. You know, give me 17. 17.
Okay. I think that UCF did not play their best game against K-State. They lost their quarterback early. If Taven Jackson plays in this game, I like their chances a lot. I do. I don't trust their defense very much, but I don't trust KU's defense either. I think this is going to be high scoring, man. I got UCF winning 45-41. High scoring game. It'll be a fun game to watch. To flip back and forth because, you know, we're going to have to watch Houston and Texas Tech. But if I go back to another game, it'd be this game. It'll be a lot of fun. But I also have the Knights winning, UCF winning 45-41. Kenny, anything else before we get out of here?
I think your score is probably more accurate than mine. I'll say this. If it's downpouring, my score. If it's not downpouring, your score.
Okay. Okay. It'll probably be something in the middle, honestly.
28-17 is what I said, right?
You said 24-17.
24-17. There it is.
There we go.
Win by a touchdown.
Well, that's our picks for Big 12 in Week 6. Kenny, one last thing to say. Guys, make sure you check out the Darth Vader series that's coming out on Disney Plus. I'm just kidding. Check out Peacemaker on HBO Max. Season 2.
We are not sponsored by either broadcasting company, but we'd like to be. How crazy would that be if HBO picked us up? Anyway, go Big 12 and go Cats.
Go Cats, baby. Beat Baylor.